Hello, besties. This is the podcast Best for Me, where we validate narcissist abuse survivors and daughters with narcissist mothers and anyone who has been in a narcissist relationship or has been emotionally abused. I'm Shayla, and the narcissist in my life is my mother. Good day, besties. I hope you are having a good day out there. If you're not having a good day, just know that whatever you're going through will not last forever. We have to take one day at a time and deal with each day as it comes. Don't push yourself too hard if you know you're not feeling it. I know I'm trying to get back in the gym at the Y, but today is Wednesday and I have not made it yet. I'm a little stressed over something in my personal life, but I've remained strong and calm, so that's good. The gym is probably where I need to be because I like to walk, and walking is a great stress reliever. Walking really lifts your mood. You may know that I have written an ebook called You're Not My Mother, You're a Narcissist. I started my podcast Best for Me to have a platform to talk about my book and build awareness on narcissist personality disorder. Thank you for coming here to listen to my podcast, and I hope you find each episode to be a good resource for narcissist relationships. Today I want to talk about my ebook, You're Not My Mother, You're a Narcissist. As talked about in previous episodes, narcissists hate being exposed and will protect their manufactured image by any means necessary. My mother is no different. Like I say in my book, she may not have a diagnosis, but she fits the profile of a narcissist to the T. She tries to suppress the type of mother she is and the things she has done to her children. Writing my book was a way to tell my truth and be heard. To heal from abuse, you must accept the truth and live in your reality. Narcissists are all about keeping up a front. If you want to be your true, authentic self, living your best life, then you have to live in your truth. You're Not My Mother, You're a Narcissist is my truth. My book is divided into sections. The first section I talk about my childhood and the abuse I endured and how my mother's treatment towards me correlates with the traits of a narcissist. Each chapter is titled with a narcissist trait and discusses incidents that occurred in my childhood to validate my beliefs that my mother is a narcissist. The second section talks about the siblings, and the last section I talk about me being an adult, living my life with hella relationship problems. I talk about how I seem to have a dual personality. The one my mother manipulated and taught me to be would clash with the loving and aspiring go-getter that I was. I was very much a narcissist in my 20s, acting on what I had been taught as a child through the narcissistic influence of my mother. That's why I was not happy. Being a narcissist is not who I was. Being anything like my mother was not who I was. So why did my life not reflect who I felt I was? It wasn't until I was in my 40s that I began to understand that a narcissist is more than someone who is obsessed with their looks. I started to look back on my childhood, and revelations were coming from left and right. I learned that my mother's behavior was indicative of someone who is depressed. She lived a life of depression, being in bed all day, never getting dressed, just staying in her room, smoking weed and watching television. She ran the household, so her husband, my stepfather, was right in there with her. If not, he would face my mother's wrath. Oh yeah, he had been stabbed with a broken liquor bottle, had a rifle pointed at him, was basically tormented by my mother. Now, although this is a memoir, it is also a valuable resource with references from experts on narcissist personality disorder. Julie L. Hall's book, The Narcissist in Your Life, I consider to be the most comprehensive book on narcissist personality disorder. It is so enlightening, and I think in the very first chapter she talks about the Declaration of Human Rights, an authoritative document enacted by the United Nations in 1948 to set a standard for respecting human rights and fundamental freedoms to be used between the nations. You know, our U.S. Constitution gives us rights as an American citizen. Well, the Declaration of Human Rights documents our rights as a human being. In Miss Hall's book, right out the gate, she states that anyone who is subjected to narcissist abuse has had their human rights violated. She advises those who have been abused to reclaim their human rights. That is some profound shit, right? Miss Hall breaks it all the way down, and there may be a lot of books on narcissism out there, but Miss Hall's book is the most comprehensive that I've read. I want you to get my book, but check hers out too. I ended my book with a quote from James Baldwin's essay, Stranger in the Village, that says this: "People who shut their eyes to reality invite their own destruction." Simmer on that for a moment. My ebook is available on Amazon, Apple Books, Barnes & Noble, and anywhere that sells digital books. My ebook is also available in audio. That seems to be what people prefer these days. I'm not the narrator on the book, but there is audio available on Apple Books. The audio is not available with other retailers yet, so if you want to purchase both the book and the audio, you should probably purchase from Apple Books to make it simpler. I'm working on making the ebook available in print as well, and I have a new cover to replace the old cover. For the month of April, in observance of child abuse prevention, I have dropped the price of the ebook to $5.99, and the audio is priced at $7.99. Together you would spend about $14, and this would encourage me to continue healing and overcoming my mother's narcissist abuse. Also, if you like true crime like me, I think you will find this to be an interesting read. Also, while you're purchasing my book and audio combo to help me, you should get something for yourself. Go to the episode description to find the deals for my listeners. I've published 2 episodes on deals you can get when you use the promo code B4Me. So go check it out. This is high-end stuff. Besties, you got Aquila Eyewear out of Los Angeles, California, Cozy Earth, super soft blankets, throws and towels, temperature-regulated bedding and pajamas for those of us who sweat at night. There's even something for the golfers, and I don't golf, but pins and aces will have you ready for the golf course. There's also a protein drink called Clear that I'm about to purchase. No sugar, no lactose, just add water. Go get you some. This is best for me, and I'm Shayla.